Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 3. When we last left off, Todd was exploring the overworld here, seeing if he can collect some more resources to build up his town and build the first Dreadnaught. We're going to need plenty of this crystal, that's for sure. We're also going to need a manufactory and a watchtower. Ore is the main limiting factor at the moment. We're going to need a little bit of sulfur as well. We've got plenty of mercury. Obviously that marketplace is going to come in handy, but for now we're just continuing to explore. The gems. I don't think I need gems specifically, though there's a scroll there. So let's head via this magic well to replenish our spell points, and then we'll dazzle and dismiss the sorceresses with ease. This gives us the gems, but also the Ice Bolt spell. Here there is a Tome of Water magic. Do I have Ice Bolt already? I do. I don't know if that's going to do much for me, like what spells are enabled. Who knows, right? Like, it could give me nothing. It could give me water elementals. That's a decent amount of green dragons, and I wouldn't really be able to easily keep them off of my engineers, which is the main thing I'm concerned about. So, yeah. I'll leave this for now. We might be able to go against these steel golems, however. It's been a little while since last video, so I'm going to... Oh, hang on, here there's a quest hut for crystal and gems. That could be relevant. Just going to continue to scour the map for resources. Here's some more gold. One bit here is going to gather up some of these automatons, and of course the mechanics. We'll upgrade those into the engineers shortly. We could perhaps get this quest guard to unlock this other foundry. I could see the argument for it, but I could also see the argument for just playing the objective, right? That's a thing. Master Genies. Pathfinding would not be terrible, because it's just a boost to your speed, right? Like, we'll grab this ore. We're now blocked by the Ogre Magi. There's a garniture of interference here, which doesn't give the interference skill, just gotta keep that in mind. Alright. Yeah, so we're really held back by the ore here. We could upgrade the Halfling Adobe, just because we can, but is it necessary? Not really. Let's press on. Bertram here is exploring underground, finding many resources. We could do the same. It's starting to get into our area though, which is a little bit concerning. Let's dismiss these steel golems, shall we? Okay. And there we go. Let us level up one of our skills. How about Expert Tactics? A gang of rogues are sifting through possessions of dead warriors, scaring off the scavengers. You note the rogues had overlooked a dirty but serviceable breastplate. Yes, +1 to all stats. Feels good, feels appropriate. There's wood here, there's gold. The enchanters are an interesting foe. Let's see if we can get over to them and eliminate them, shall we? I always like it when you have to go all the way around the battlefield just to get to the square. Well, maybe not you lot, but how about you lot getting up and close to these enchanters? An interesting proposition. We could, of course, make them forget everything they've ever known. Or we could clone our own automatons. Yes. Hopefully you could still reach. Oh, you don't reach. I have erred. I have erred. Let us try again with the power of hindsight and skill. You do reach now, yes, good. Clone, please, thank you. Eliminate the enemy. And there we go, the enchanters are no more. There's a mercenary camp here, which is interesting. Let's raise my spell power. And then promptly dive into this underground area. Maybe we might find the ore that we so desperately need. We're going to raise our spell power. We'll grab some wood, grab some crystal. Let's see. We could actually grab the angel at some point and have one of the side heroes sort of use the angel as a beat stick, but for now it's time to upgrade. I guess we could put this woman in the town just to earn money. She'll pay for herself, right? So there we go. Who was carrying the, yeah. This was a little bit sad, wasn't it? I guess we'll bring these with us. Honestly, you're less important than the one halfling. Alright, Tancred, grab the additional troops. Someone else is going to have to catch up with, Todd and deliver the various resources, but for now we'll just carry on. With the genies... we could probably do that fight now, to be honest. How is Todd's town going? He doesn't have a watchtower, that's a good thing to note. He doesn't have a manufactory either, so we're doing okay. Our town's not looking quite as impressive, but we're doing okay. It's carrying a lot of resources. Someone else can grab the lumber. Skrell here, who's going to probably no doubt attack us in due course. Let's dispose of these Minotaur Kings. And begin the combat! Okay. We shall clone these, sentinel automatons. I shouldn't have waited, but we did anyway. The bones are locking me in. Step back. Fair enough. Well, you might as well repair. So we can take out this stack immediately, and this stack as well. We'll need to carefully clone and consider our moves. Okay, excellent. He ignored the sentinels, so we can just torch this man. And torch him again. There we are. Burnt cow. Otherwise known as steak. Let's carry on. Oh, look, ore. That's precious. There's ore here behind this purple border guard, but that might be tricky. Let's see what's in this direction. We'll continue to have our troops negotiate the terrain. Let's grab you pathfinding. Because it just makes you move that bit quicker. Tancred, let's see if you can handle this fight now that we have Master Genies. If we do something like that, maybe we've got a chance. It could just go badly. We could give you troops. But, you know, we're just going to keep chasing this woman down. Also, then grab these resources. We'll have them split up in a moment. End turn. Oh. One of those neutral heroes is unleashed. Here come the Minotaurs. Oh, look, here's the dungeon, too. Probably need to, like, get out of here, then. I think this one must have been scared of me for some reason, but... Yes, there are roaming enemies. We got Theard here, which we'll need to deal with. So it's probably time for Todd to return home. And leave the dungeon crawling to someone else. So let us leave this place. We'll move past the other two. We'll have them just, you know, pass over their various inventory while they're here. Flowbook can then head to the left. Well, actually, we'll have this woman do it first. But more Minotaur Kings, of course. There's enemies everywhere, as it turns out. So, please, ultra buff. Oh, of course, we got negative free morale. That's not helping. There we are, one stack down. Now, it's up to you if you so wish to run away from the enemy and not die horribly. But that may not be your wish, which I understand. Haste as well. Excellent. Wasn't the most exciting of turns, was it? Everyone was sad. Cheer up, guys, we won the battle. How nice. Let's grab logistics. And advance logistics. And grab the Wood of Destiny. And look, there is rock! There are harpies! We shall defeat these harpies. Alright. Floybit, grab the wood. And the gems. Skrell needs a lesson taught to, apparently. Let's head south and make sure that we engage Thiard over here. Press on, please, Todd. Thank you. Okay, yes, that person is leaving to cause all sorts of mayhem, no doubt. Hopefully, Bertram is distracted by this nonsense. We do need to deal with Thiard as soon as possible. We want to head via our town, though, to sort of ward him away from the town. Probably wise. Also, there's every possibility I can't actually do anything about this, so let's see, what can we do if we just dump everything into the ore? So that gets us 3 more ore. What about wood? I know we need wood later, but not that much wood. Like if we put in 19 wood, well, we could put in 20 and we get 2. Yeah, we could basically just dump everything in and it sort of seems a bit ridiculous, but... Is that smart right here, right now? Possibly not. How much do we need for the watchtower? We need 5. Well, building a manufactory is just going to give me a few more automatons. It's not going to upgrade them. I'm thinking about upgrading, and it's like, well, that's not a thing. So, like, certainly building the manufactory is a step towards our victory condition, but yeah, we don't need to worry about all this nonsense. Okay. Let's march towards the enemy. The enemy chose not to attack me, however. They were too busy just walking in that general direction, so we could just sit here for a moment with Ziff. Possibly even run outside. Ah yes, look how safe we are. Alright, harpies. Let's deal with them, shall we? Now we don't have negative morale. Oh, precision! Let's make sure we guard our halfling friends. Ah yes, 1 stone. We may have to move our genies in a moment. They did a good job baiting the enemy down south, though. Look at the armadillos actually serving a purpose. Isn't that nice? Please continue buffing the halflings. We're playing tower here. We're pretending we're playing tower. We're just throwing stones as opposed to giant, you know, prison balls. There we go. Let's get more logistics. So the estates is not an impossible idea in an economic mission. Let's grab estates, actually. 1 extra stone. Orgoi Korkoi guarding a shield of the damned. There's also this ancient behemoth troop guarding the way. That's going to be a little bit ambitious for Tancred here. The Orgoi Korkoi is also a bit ambitious, frankly. They start eating the corpses of the genies. It's not impossible, though. If it's low, Orgoi Korkoi. Shall we try it? Absolutely. Let's do it. Orgoi Korkoi, you're going down. No, we're not retreating. You know what? I think we may be retreating. Oh, look at that. High morale. Okay. Let's try again. How about you don't get high morale immediately? Thank you. We don't even one-shot a stack, and this stack's already dead. Yeah, this is not working. Orgoi Korkoi are built different. That's the problem. Even if I one-shot a stack, which I'm not, because I don't have Bless, it's like, you know... And now they're going to start devouring my corpses. And, oh, look at that! Triple hit! That was a dazzling display of carnivorous mayhem. Let's, load the game, shall we? And we tried it. And now we're not going to try it. We're going to head in this direction and grab this campfire. Okay. You might as well grab some knowledge. After we just gained knowledge together with this particular battle. Oh, there's wagons. Do you contain ore? You contain gems? We'll take the resources. Meanwhile, we've still got the same mayhem of these tan heroes. Well, you grabbed a quest guard, interestingly enough. That quest guard's now open. And that pink hero is just out. Was that wise of you to unleash the pink hero? The pink hero has dragons! What have you done, Bertram? Crazy man. You know, here I am faffing around with automatons and engineers, and here's a man who's just sent the dragons out on us. It's an interesting choice, let's just put it that way. Very interesting. Alright, we may have to deal with our garrison here and make sure we get these bounty hunters on lock. That actually makes sense. That's a strategy that makes sense. Let's make sure we have 3 stacks of automatons so we can actually deal with this problem. Look at that. Problem dealt with. We have the interference. Let's now grab the Bowstring Unicorn's mane that we can't use because we don't have archery, but we have the artifact. Also, maybe we don't want negative morale, this thing. That probably should have been given to the woman in the garrison. We do at least have this watchtower, which now means we have gunslingers, 2 of them. It is ranged damage, and I accept this ranged damage. Also, a warehouse is quite meaningful resources in this scenario. We have 35 wood. That's an amount of wood. An amount that I'm prepared to start transferring into stone. Very interesting indeed. Oh yes. I think I will actually trade for this. We'll also drop 7,500 gold into ore as well. This is enough to build the manufactory. We're now 1 step ahead of that little Bertram man. Oh yes. Behold, being ahead. Close by on a mountain edge, you see a mage trying to cast a spell. Fiery symbols already flashing in the sky when he, while blinded by the light, trips and falls down. The mage perishes, and you gather up the chain of mysterious stones in your backpack. The runes of imminency. I could lower enemy luck with that nonsense. Okay. There's also Zif here, who could potentially take these runes of imminency and add them to her person. Ah yes, look at the items that she's accumulating. There's also an enemy hero here, which you probably should avoid. So maybe she won't do what she's doing. You may have to run bravely right away. You may not even get the chance. Also, Tancred's approaching the enemy too. It's probably time to leave. It is actually time to leave. Well, let's see what this person does. I'll probably just faff around with the Wolf Raider picket, let's be honest. So, let's see. Oh, they're approaching Tancred. Speaking of Todd, there's an enemy literally there, on Bertram's side of the world, but... Oh no, they're gathering all the ore! Oh no. It was still dark when wagons appeared outside Bertram's shop. Of course they did. Those were the Dark Elves, Bertram's colleagues in the Merchant Guild, probably delivering another shipment of rare materials. If only things were going as smoothly for me. The first few days of work on the gantry design I'd invented went as well as could be expected. Then I realised that the intended plan might call for way too much metal. Alas, our smelters are not operating at full capacity, as Burton's mines are almost depleted. Sure, raw materials can always be acquired on the market, but the greedy merchants charge an arm and a leg. Damn elves! I was walking back to my shop when one of the mechanics called out to me. "Todd!" he shouted. "We found something about the Minotaurs that attacked the mining camp. They came from the caves nearby. And that's what's weird about it. See, Balthazar's Minotaurs had left those caves long ago, tried decades, so I'm guessing the attacks aren't their doing." "Maybe it's some bandits or renegades," I suggested. "Wait, what were you saying about the caves?" "Those are in fact old mines of the Dark Dwarves, the Minotaurs' long-time enemies. They are known to have been very rich in iron ore, rock crystal and other materials. Half a century ago, the Dark Dwarves kicked the Hormones out of there and have been sitting on those priceless materials like a dog in a manger." I pondered. "Odd indeed. How did the Minotaurs end up there again? It's worth a thought. How much ore is left there? Maybe that's where we could get the materials to build the gantry." Gave the mechanic a smack on the shoulder and went to my workshop, laid out the drawings on the table and plunged into reflection. Oh yes. Here is another one of these Minotaurs. I don't currently have access to our territory, but, you know, I don't like it. Did I overreact is an interesting question. Because obviously I could always come through here and then just, like, attack this area, but yeah. Like, here's a whole bunch of ore that's going to be all gone by the time this person is done. Mind you, Bertram's army is, like, pretty ragtag as well. Like, it's just random stuff. Not that my army's amazing, but, you know. Well, I suppose we should count our blessings of Ziph here. Let's have Floybert relieve her of her artifacts and promptly return back to our workshop. And we'll have Ziph try to zip across. Like fast as lightning, one could say. Alright. The Tancred's also doing quite well to not be dead, so, you know, well done, Tancred. How would you like to leave and head back to the workshop? Good man. Here we have the ability to get money. Or experience. We're going to select money because we're short on it. Also, we're going to attack this gate and then clear it. There is more ore here. We'll take it. What else do we have here? We've got another thing we need to see the Keymaster for. We could attack this Endrello person. It could be an interesting experience. He might be carrying powerful artifacts. Shall we try it? Oh yes, we shall. We're going to try it. Let us attack Endrello after accessing this Shrine of Master Gesture, which has quicksand in it, I guess. And it actually went quite well, without me having to cast any magical spells. But I will nonetheless engage the enemy in an intelligent fashion. Having this in 2 stacks, though, I don't like. We're going to load our save in order to, I was just curious, actually. We don't actually need to keep Todd alive, technically speaking, but it would be foolish to lose him, wouldn't it? And we don't do foolish things here. Definitely not. So we already did better having united those stacks, but let's not lose engineers. That's something we're not doing this day. Okay, so we're going to head here and here. That's nice and close to the enemy. We'll have our engineers standing in a decent position as well. Okay. So don't immediately insta-gib them, but we do get a decent hit off, which is, of course, solid. Let's begin by using a clone, I think. Yes. Alright, so let's attack here. And we'll attack here. We'll then wait for these enemies to charge full. Oh, we can actually just hit. Yeah, like so. That seems reasonable. We'll then position 4 squares forward. Except they're hexagons, they're not squares, but cells forward. Let's now shoot one of these enemies with the power of gun. Ugh! Counter-Strike. Okay. Well, Counter-Strike doesn't do anything when I'm ignoring your retaliations. Anyway, so you know. Oh. Clone, thank you. So let's just line them up. Yeah, this has gone quite well, actually. So we'll issue a nice repair on these automatons. We'll then set these wyverns on fire. And there we go. This Endrello is no more. And we get his Buckler of the Knoll King. Ah, yes. A nice defensive item. We could also grab some knowledge if we're really excited. This probably has the earth magic in it, to be honest, but I probably should turn around, though, because here is another one of these silly Minotaur people. That went well, though. We've got solid stats, which probably helps a lot. And, of course, we've got the manufactory up. So we could upgrade it, but that's a lot of ore. And let's be honest, we need to not mess around with such shenanigans, right? So what can we do to further towards our goal? We got Celestine here. But more to the point, we want that watchtower. We have the mercury, we don't have the sulfur, we don't have the ore, we do have the wood. It's also a new week, actually, which means I should stop off to this warehouse of wood. We would do that, wouldn't we? We'll also grab these additional recruits. Basically just need to do a rally. So let's do that. Over to the mechanics. And over to the manufactory. Ah, yes. We just need to make sure we don't get randomly sniped. We can even double our number of gunslingers. Oh, yes. The heady heights of 4. Oh, there you go, the liches. Oh, Bertram's going to approach this pink person. Is that going to go well for him? Apparently. I would have said this would have been an easy fight for the Thord here, but apparently not. Let's grab the wood. 10 wood. Oh, yes. Doubling the gunslingers. Now we're headed towards the Arch of Destiny. But first we shall have some reinforcements. You can take back the random armadillo that I gave you. So you can also take this Legs of Legion. Place that in the town and get some more engineers each week, thank you. Alright, you and Scythe. Now that's a name I need to actually learn how to say properly, because that is definitely not how you say that. Definitely not. It's another one of those Welsh names, I think. So this here. In this experimental workshop, drills squeal and grinding stones screech. Work is underway here to improve all kinds of arms. The artificer who manages the shop agrees to provide you with some prototypes, but only if you prove that you're experienced enough to not damage them with clumsy handling. Oh, I like that quest. Good well written. And the purse of gold. We do have a quest gate. Gunslingers armed with the latest masterpiece of Burtony's armory stand guard at the gate. However, the most powerful weapon in this outpost is hardly a gun. It sits on the forehead of a runty character wearing black sleeve protectors, who occupies a booth designated as Pass Office, sorting through some papers. This formidable object is a special-purpose magic eyepiece, designed to detect forged seals and signatures with unerring accuracy. Passes are granted only to those who possess original documents verifying a long-term employment contract with the council of a new land Commonwealth town, the bureaucrat announces tonelessly. These documents serve as proof of citizenship around here. Evidently, the rite of passage is limited to reputable artificers and mercenaries who've completed all the necessary paperwork and undergone the required procedures. The pass officer's potentate, that's a new word to me, with a deferential expression, issues the permit in elegant handwriting and personally guides you to the gate. Would you like to pass? What is it actually? Seeks hero of mercenary or artificer class. Okay. That's a curious quest gate. Fair enough. The bureaucrats of the quest gate. They've got fire elementals here. Let's just keep exploring. Alright, Tancred, deliver your troops. You did well, actually, for yourself. To your credit, your little halfling endeavour was not a ridiculous one. It was sound. Let us carry on. I don't know if there's too much for you to do, but... especially with the increased threat level of enemies buzzing around, but... perhaps Floybert could be doing something involving scrounging around rocks or... where was that? Here, there's this White Keymaster's tent that we now technically have access to if we can negotiate the perilous road that lies beneath. Okay. Alright, Floybert, I don't know what to do with you just at this moment. Because you could either... I suppose you can grab these gems and maybe head to the central area. We'll grab the gems, we'll then head in this direction, see what's up here. That makes sense. But for now, we're going to call it a video. Thank you for watching. When we come back next time, more Heroes of Might and Magic 3.